Hello, my fans, friends, and family of the Judy TV show. This is the Judy TV show. You're welcome to my channel where I talk about marriage and marriage related trending issues. My name, guys, for those of us that are joining me for the first time, my name is Judith. Guys, in this video, I like to address the issue of what May's lawyer, barrister Emeka Ugwuonye, revealed. He just disclosed a few classic information about you. First of all, he said he has stopped paying the school fees of his children, the children he had with me, and that there was a physical assault on her. But he didn't go further. He just said that he just extended a warning to you that you should desist from all the social media interviews and everything he has been saying there, so that until the court decides, so that he is not forced to, make revelations of one or two things that he's privy to. When I heard that, I saw that and I watched that video. Apparently, the man was reacting to the one that was said by Yvonne Jegede, and then he tried to explain some things, because there's always this comparison between you and then Ned Nwoko. I don't know why people are doing that. Distinguished Ned Nwoko is his case is different from you, so I don't know why people should just be dragging that man. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. What I want to address is that issue of the threat and then the issue of violence from Yul to May. You recall that while all these things were happening, guys, it took May a while before she approached the courts. Initially, I think she was just trusting God for God to intervene so that you can come back to your senses and everything will return to normalcy and everything. But it didn't play out like that. And even at that, for one day, she has never come out to, run you down or something. I think it was on after the death, the demise of their son, when Kambili died. That was when May, the thing really got to her. I think that was when she now took action, and that was when this man claimed, May's lawyer, that barrister Emeka Ugwuonye, she is alive. He's the one that said that. That was when I think the violence on the part of Yul against May. He said what he did to May after Kambili's by. So that is what I want to address. I want to say that for every woman who is a woman, every of my gender, you see, domestic violence, it is not something any woman should condone. No matter how, whether it is once or twice or whatever, it's not something any woman should condone for whatever reason. You granted an interview in a podcast where he said if the marriage is not working, you are free to walk away and all. I think that's the best thing rather than resorting to domestic violence. But unfortunately, the same you that is saying it is the same you that is doing the thing. He didn't walk away. He didn't sign the divorce papers. He's rather dragging and dragging. Apparently, he felt his ego was punctured by May. How can this woman stand her ground to, not accept the polygamy that I said I want? But the woman said this is a free world. Go on with what you want. I don't want it. I don't know why that is a problem. And I don't know why the you that granted interview, cannot walk away the way he said in that interview. But guys, the reason why I'm saying that is that I don't know how many of us that remember the singer who's in the late Osinachi Nwachukwu. I don't know how many of us that remember the story of that woman. It was like this. It just started like this. With everything that lady was doing to please her husband, the royalties of her songs, her social media pages and platforms, the everything, it was the husband that was controlling it. That woman doesn't have a car of her own. Nobody will believe that. But with all the wickedness that this man meted to her, she refused to open up. She didn't open up because even her twin sister confirmed that her children, this man will give her children cane and say they should be caning their mother, that women don't hear. And then everybody was like, because most people didn't know, I won't blame anybody because most people didn't, the woman kept on hiding it. Even when anybody gets to know and you ask her, she will now say, please just leave it, just join me to pray. He will change, he will change. And at the end of the day, you see how the man changed. We all know how the man changed. No matter the punishment that is given, even if they locked him in the deepest part of the prison, the children are now there without a father and without a mother. And we are seeing such a thing now play because this is how it starts. If I can't get you, if I can't cajole you, if I can't force you to accept this polygamy, then I'll beat you out of it or whatever. Do you know that the same law, guys, the same lawyer he runs a family law clinic, that barrister Emeka Ugonye, and a matured man like that. Do you know that the man said that you told his daughter, apparently when Daniel asked him, about their school fees, or that they are asking for their school fees or whatever, you know what you told her daughter, a 19-year-old girl, that your mother is making money more than myself, so let her pay. And that is a man that said he's a proud polygamist. Can you guys see what I'm saying? I like to use this opportunity to call on the honesty, because this violent thing, this is how it starts. This is how it starts. And then when this woman cannot, because she's not the talking type, May is not the talking type. She doesn't really open up on her own like that. And this kind of a thing can make somebody, because she doesn't open up, she'll just be dying inside, if not for the friends that surrounded her, and then the online in-laws that are just, encouraging her, and then clapping for her and telling her that, look, God has seen you through and God will see you through to the end of it all. Who knows what would have happened to that lady, and who knows what you did to her, according to that lawyer, after Kambili died. Who knows? Maybe the other children recorded the thing, or I don't know what happened. But the man must have an evidence of what happened. Why for him to come out to be saying what he's saying? Like I said, guys, I'd like to use this opportunity to call on the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Barrister Uju Kennedy. Honorable Minister, ma, would you respect, ma? I'd like to commend you first of all for your proactiveness in any time, on any situation or any case you hear that involves a woman being maltreated. You have always risen up to the challenge. Please, Honorable Minister, ma, it will not be out of place for you to look into this. I know the case is in court, but your aides, your SAs, or anybody can investigate to find out what is going on here. If violence is now being involved, and if this man is restricted from going close to me or whatever, he can do it any other way. So, Honorable Minister, I know it will not be out of place for you to look into this matter. Fortunately, you are from Anambra State. Yul Edochie is from Anambra State, from Inteje. And then you were a lawyer, you were a wife, you were, as a matter of fact, everybody that is in that Ministry of Women Affairs, including the permanent secretary, irrespective of their age, you were a mother to all. So, I would like you, ma, if it will not be out of place, to use your good offices to investigate this and look at this and see what, because your report, your investigations might help the court in taking a decision. If you are not bothered about the child support, because the court will still address that and then decide on how much you should be paying. If you now default, it is also for the court to know what to do. But I want you to look into it, because your report, your investigation will aid this, so that this woman can live her own life beyond the broken home, and especially the children. They are the victims of these broken homes, so that they can live their lives outside of or beyond this broken home. I don't see why these children should be under torture because a woman said, I cannot handle polygamy. Emotionally, I'm not strong to handle it. If this woman had come out and be running you down, would have said, okay, why are you talking like that? If you don't want, just walk away. She walked away. No, for one day, Honorable Minister, this woman has never come out to run you down. The father of you that you know, Chief Pete Edochie that you know, the Bubedike that you all know, has even granted an interview. Expressing his disgustment about what is going on in Yul's life with Judy Austin. He referred to her, he gave her a name that I don't want to even mention here. That if you even want to, have a word with the man, you are free to do that, but by all means, let this woman be protected while we await what the verdict of the court, the judgment of the court. But let her be protected. I would like to also call on the National Human Rights Commission. This will also not be out of place if you step into this, because the right of that woman and the right of her children ought to be protected. Somebody might tell me now, oh, that is a family thing. Oh, really? Is it a family thing? So why would it that a man who paid the bride price of his wife will now beat the woman inside his house and the law will come against him? Is it not his wife? I recall the lawyer that the Honorable Minister stood up against, Honorable Minister of Women Affairs. This lawyer, was so, the domestic violence on his wife was so bad that this woman ran out of, in the night, this woman ran out of the house, half naked. It was the neighbors that gave her a wrapper to tie, and the men in the neighborhood now went and confronted the man and said, look, the next time you touch this woman, you will have us to contend with. Because they don't know that they observe that this thing is happening quite often. At the least provocation, even when there's no provocation, the man will descend on this woman. And unfortunately, guys, this man is a lawyer. The honorable woman of affairs didn't look back. Oh. She rose up to that occasion. I think that case is still ongoing. The same thing with another female lawyer that maltreated her help, claiming that he was beating my child or whatever, whatever. In fact, the honorable minister will have to go to that woman's house. She went there. That's why I'm calling on the honorable minister of women affairs to also rise up to this occasion, because once violence is involved, it is not a very good thing. It's not only to me, but to the children. Like I said, the court will still decide on the child support. The area of paying their school fees is not a challenge because the court will handle that. But I'm talking of the area of violence. If, for instance, when it was happening, the beating or whatever thing that happened, the lawyer didn't give full details, but whatever thing, he just said violence. But whatever way the thing happened, assuming the children are maybe recording or videoing the thing or whatever, and he had decided to descend on any of the children, the violence is now extended to the children. So you see how things that would have affected them. Please, these people need to be protected while we await the outcome of what the court is going to say. Then again, I like to call on the UN women. UN women, I know that when Madam Comfort Lamte was a country rep, it was from one effective and one efficient program or the other. And I know that it's still the same now. Please, the country rep of UN women, fortunately, May Edochie is your ambassador, peace ambassador. You have to protect your own. Now that the violence is coming into the matter, you have to look in. I don't know how you're going to look in. I don't know how the law allows you to look in, the extent the law allows you. But whichever extent the law allows it, please, you have to weigh in into this. Once a domestic violence is involved, you have to, because once it starts, it starts. You have to weigh into this. May is your own. It's just like a governor that enjoys immunity. Nobody dares the governor. And the governor doesn't know to report. He doesn't need to say anything before the law will come against whoever that is trying to. Please, UN women, come in heavily on this. May is your peace ambassador. May is your ambassador. She ought to be protected while we're waiting for the court of law to take a decision of the matter, because the facts and figures are there before them. That is all I'm trying to say in this video. And I like to also say to, that is by the way, to the friends of May, or even May herself, May, the Priceless and the Anita Joseph, even though they said it, but I like to lend my voice. This GoFundMe, May, please, for me personally, it is a no, no, no. So that people will not come and tell you tomorrow that they trained your child. God has blessed you. Whatever God has blessed you with, be paying. Be paying your children's school fees. Please, like Anita and Priceless said, anybody that wants to help you can buy your products. They can buy your products. The people that are in support of you, people like Obi Kobana, e-money and the rest of them, this is the school fees of your children is nothing to them. But GoFundMe, a public GoFundMe, may please don't do that. For whatever reason, don't do that. You have been paying the school fee. We didn't even know, if not for the fact that your lawyer opened up. So, if you have been paying it without a GoFundMe, why would anybody suggesting a GoFundMe for you now? Please, May, personal, that's my own personal opinion. Please leave off GoFundMe out of this. Just like I'm supporting what Priceless, your friend, and Anita Joseph, your friend, also said. Leave off GoFundMe. If anybody wants to support you, let them buy your product. You have enough products, I think up to 4 or 5 items now. The dye, the perfume, the diffuser, the lip gloss, the bonnet. You have about 5 or 6 of them. Let them buy. Let them buy from any of them. That will still be a money that will be coming to you. So with that, you can use it to take care of your children, pending the time the court will decide on what, whichever way your divorce issue should go or divorce matter should go. But please, that GoFundMe, please, May, don't think about that. Please, don't get yourself involved. Don't allow that at all. That's just my opinion, personal opinion. you know, and I think I'm entitled to my opinion, right? So, having said that, guys, this is just what I want to do. I mean, what I want to talk about in this video. First of all, to call on the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, and I still call upon her, and then the Chairman of the Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, and the country rep of UN Women. These three institution of states, I am calling upon you to, to weigh in into this domestic violence on the person of May Edochie, after what this man has gone through, after the torture, after the emotional violence that God has helped her to scale through, adding a physical violence to it will just be a no, no, no. Please, I call upon the three of you. Please weigh into this matter. Do your run your investigations, and then see how you can help to protect not only this woman but her children. Because her children, Daniel just turned 19. Carl and Zane, they are still below 18. So they should have a life beyond the broken home. That's all I'm trying to say. Because every Nigerian ought to be protected by the law. And if anybody is now trying to violate May's rights by carrying out a physical violence, a physical assault on her, then the law ought to say no. Please, I just want you people to wade in. That's all I want to talk about in this video, guys. This is all I have to say in this video. Because when the man said that, I was like, has it gotten to this extent? Despite the fact that this woman just walked away. So what else does this guy want this woman to do? Please, guys, lend your voice to this. Share your thoughts with me at the comment section, because I'm going to attack the three institutions of states that I mentioned, okay? So that they will see your comments, and then, hopefully they will weigh in, get to see this video and weigh in, and then do the needful. That's all I'm trying to say here. Thank you so very much, guys, for always watching my videos. I appreciate you, and for all the support I get from you guys, okay? And thank you also for, standing up for the truth. For those of us that are standing up for the truth, there are some people that are still, what is it all about and all that. Anyway, everybody's entitled to the opinion, but that will not make us to lose focus until at least when this thing is finally decided by the court, so that everybody can have their peace and go their separate ways, in a peaceful way. Okay, that's all we're trusting God for, right? Thank you so very much, guys, for always watching my videos. As I said earlier on, I'll see you guys in my next video. Please, thank you. I appreciate. Bye for now, guys.